CW23 presents See What's Now, your entertainment news source.
Hey Twin Cities, this is Jon Foss with CW23. Today we are very excited to have with us Faith Jenkins from the new show, Judge Faith. Can you tell us about the show?
Yes, it's a court show, and real people, real litigants, and all these people have filed small claims cases in their hometowns, in their areas, and we go out and we find some of the most interesting cases and bring them into my courtroom for me to decide the legal issues involved.
Very cool. So there's a couple other shows, other court shows. Can you tell us what's different about this one?
Well, I love court TV, and I've watched all of the shows, having been a lawyer and practicing, so I love all the legal issues. I love court. And one of the things that we've done with this show is the bread and butter court cases, the ones that people love to watch, the landlord-tenant cases and the ex-boyfriend suing the ex-girlfriends, things like that. We have all of those cases. But then we've really made an effort to find cases that have a more contemporary spin to them. For example, people who meet on Instagram and they start dating and then there ends up being a property dispute, or people who get into arguments over things on Twitter. I had a bunch of teenagers come in and they had this huge fight over their high school trip, and then they went to Twitter and started tweeting and subtweeting about some of the issues involved. And so we've had cases like that. So the bread and butter court cases, we love those, and people who love court will enjoy watching it. But we've really made an effort to find and really bring in cases that have contemporary issues involved in them.
Great. Tell me about you. How did you get to this point?
Well, I've been practicing. I'm from Louisiana, born and raised, and then I moved to New York and started practicing law. In the last couple of years, I started doing legal analyst work on TV for Fox News, CNN, and MSNBC. And Hank Cohen of Trifecta Entertainment, who's co-producing the show, just saw me on TV one day. And after seeing me do a legal segment, they did their research, I guess, that's what I'm told. And then I got an email and asked if I'd be interested in doing something like this. Before that, I never thought about it. I never thought about being a judge on TV or doing a court show, but it was a wonderful opportunity, and here we are a year later.
Working here at the CW, we have, like I said, we have some other court shows. One of the questions that I get a lot is, are they real? Are these cases real?
These are real cases. I ask the same thing when I get some of these cases, because people actually file lawsuits over some really interesting things. But they are real cases that have actually been filed somewhere in the country, and we have our legal researchers that go out and find them. But they are absolutely real, and the people are real. And that's one thing about doing the show that's been unique for me. You never know what people are going to say. For a lot of people, this is the first time they filed a lawsuit. This is their one day in court. So I want to hear what they have to say, and I want to let them talk. But you never know what's going to come out of someone's mouth when it's their first time before a judge, especially when they're on TV.
Yeah, wow. Sounds crazy.
It is.
All right, well, thank you very much for being with us. In Twin Cities, don't forget to watch Judge Faith starting September 22nd on CW23.